Good afternoon, everyone from the Galilee mountains. And I'm going to try to share what I sense I am to encourage with. First off, it is the most natural thing in God. It is the most glorious thing in God, rooted and grounded, living a life with God, being born of the Spirit, born from above, to give. And we know God loved us so much, he stretched out his hands to die, but of course he rose again, proving that he is God, humiliating all the demonic entities in this universe. But to give is God's language. But it goes without saying that we can't continue to give if we're not getting filled up, if we're not spending time with God, chewing on his word, rejoicing in his presence, worshiping him, letting his presence fill us up, then we're giving out of bankruptcy. We're giving out of starvation. We're not giving out of an overflow. And that is why it is so important, it is so strategic of God to take us away, in Hebrew, on chofesh, on a holiday, to get away, a time out, so that we can regroup, refresh, replenish, restore, revitalize. It's a given that we are not expected to keep giving if we're not filling up. So we were made to give because love gives. Love is a verb. And so God, it's interesting because striving tends to have a negative connotation. But in this regard, in this vein, we ought to strive to rest. We ought to strive to be in his presence. And I want to talk about this powerful word, abide. Are you abiding in Messiah today, in Yeshua the Messiah? Are you abiding? Am I abiding? And the thing is that we're never to stop abiding as blood-washed, born-again children of God, born from above. We are to give out of an abiding position. We are to remain abiding in him. Remain abiding. So that when we're giving out of the peace of God, out of the rest of God, out of the energy, out of the inspiration, out of the unction of the Holy Spirit. And it's very challenging in my humanity to remain abiding and to live my life from a position of abiding in Yeshua the Messiah. Now he is seated at the right hand of God forever, making intercession for us. But his Ruach HaKodesh, the Spirit of Yeshua, lives in every blood-washed child of God. And we are called to remain abiding and living out of this position of abiding in his heart, from the Galilee with love.